have different take on the tooling and what is the relationship in between the programming language and its tooling and its libraries. For example, in Node.js, we have the core of the language inside the language, and then we have a zillion, trillion of libraries around it. Basically, for anything, you have a library. Java, I think we have a little bit larger scope inside the core library, and then we have also a zillion of libraries, but here in Java we have a few aggregations, groups of libraries, like the Spring group of libraries and the Lombok plugin and additional libraries which have become almost the de facto libraries for usage in Java. And this makes it very convenient. The more standard we get, the more it gets convenient for programmers. And also, in addition, in different companies, they're using the same conventions. So it's easier, it's more standardized. The Go programming language, they have even taken it a step further. Because in this programming language, it looks like they have taken a conscious decision to become more standardized. So, and maybe it's not coincidence because Go is the letter of the languages Node.js, which is the JavaScript or TypeScript and Java. In Go, they already have built in inside the language a tool to install libraries. Okay, so if I just download Java, I cannot Java and tell it to install additional libraries. I need to have another tool like Maven or Gradle, and then tell the tool, the Gradle or the Maven, to install additional libraries, but it's not part of the core of the language. Here they made a conscious decision, and there is a command line named Go, which is bundled in the programming language when we download it. And with this Go command line, we can not only run programs like with Java, where we can patients, we could also install libraries from GitHub. If we tell it go install and then the path to the GitHub repository, it would install either this binary or source code as a library. So because we have this Go main command line so heavily used in the framework and such a basic thing, then the first thing that we do when we install Go is to make sure that Go bin is inside our path environment variable. So we do this with export path is $path and then the path to the Go binaries, which usually at /usr/local/go/bin. And we want it to be executed every time we start our machine or login. So we enter in the .profile file or other file, but usually it's in the .profile file. The home directory, which is our base directory, would include by default /go/src. So let's say your name is David. So on your user home directory, David/go/src, all the libraries that we download would be installed there. And /go/bin inside our home directory, all the binaries would get installed there. Better to be explicit about where we want to install all these third parties, and for that purpose, we can define the environment variable Go path. And as always, it's better to define this variable in our .profile file. The commands that are used to either run or build Go files is Go run for just running the file, and under the hood, Go take the file, compile it into a temporary directory, run it, and then delete it. So it's like Go run would do all these things. If we don't want to mess with building something, it treat it like a script. Go build would would compile and build it. You can give Go build and also Go run, either a single file or multiple files package. You can give the -o -output option to Go build in order to tell it the name of the output binary. So if we say go build -o hello world and then space hello.go, then although we had hello.go, it would get compiled to hello world because we specified it or flag to give the binary a different name or location. Another interesting about Go is that downloading third parties from source code repositories. So if we say go install and then github.com and source repository, it would install it directly from the GitHub source repository. We want to install all these things not directly our repository that we have control over security, then we would define the environment variable Go proxy. In addition to Go run and Go build, the command line of Go that comes bundled in the library also has Go FMT to format according to conversion our source codes. It also has another program, which is an enhanced version of Go FMT, which is called Go imports, which would also clean up our import. Basically, we always want to run Go FMT or Go imports before we compile our code to make it multi-site. There is another kind of linter which is called Go vet, which is doing additional vets to detect some kinds of errors in our code. So we mentioned multiple things, but is there an aggregating that would run all these tools? So yes. So if you run golang CLI -lint, would run all these tools all together, combines the golint, the govet, and the GoFMT. This was a brief introduction made around Golang and the libraries Go.